Welcome back, my lovely ladies and gentlemen. We are in the Untended Graves, and we are going to go ahead and go fight the last boss. No, not the last boss, but the last boss before the last boss, if that makes any sense to anybody. The last boss we're going to fight before we get our ending. Son of a bitch. I hate those enemies with a passion. Well, that's our first death. Within literally a minute of the episode. Yay! Alright. We may just run past her, because there is really no point for us to fight anything, because I know exactly where I'm going. The only thing that we really have to fight is one red phantom that will spawn. Jesus. But you have the added bonus of her not tailing you all the way to the boss fight. So, Grave Warden Robe. Okay. Alright, that was a much better fight. What did... Oh, we got a Warden Twinblade. Daughter of Crystal Kermhild? I don't know. She's a sorcerer, though, so she's extra super annoying. With a rapier, which makes her super annoying. But that was the easiest kill I've ever gotten her, which figures, because I say she's really irritating, and she dies in... Crimehild, I suppose is that name? And we're going to take out most of these guys, too, just because I don't want them tailing me to the boss fight, because the boss fight, like, I need all the health I can get. Because this boss fight, in my personal opinion, is one of the hardest bosses in the late game. Other than the Nameless King, he was my hardest boss. And that is actually an NPC summon, which we will summon, because I like tackling this boss with an NPC, because it will distract him at very least. Whee! Bam! You die. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and summon him, and everybody will recognize him from the very beginning of the game. It is the Swordmaster. The weird green Swordmaster from the very beginning of the game. So basically what the last part of this playthrough is probably going to be a big episode. It's probably just going to be one long episode. So yeah, there's the Swordmaster. Sorry for killing you, dude. It was nothing personal. Alright. Looky, looky. Champion Gundyr. So this is basically what I assume is Iudex before he gets all that shit, the black shit in him. Why is he focusing on the Swordmaster? Well, now he's gonna focus on me, and he's probably gonna kick my ass. Fuck you and your fucking kickboxer bullshit moves. Cool fight, though. I really did enjoy this fight. And goddamn, like, I don't know what it is about me and the bosses in this game, but I am doing extremely well with some of them, and other ones I'm just, like, other ones that I think will be easy are just kicking my ass. Alright, so that's a Black Knight. The Black Knight Glaive, you'll notice that the name changed. It's changed. It's just the Black Knight Halberd. That's all that is. It's just, I don't know why they changed the name. Maybe they saw it was more of a glaive than a halberd, because that's basically what it was in the original games. It was not a halberd in any stretch, or by any stretch of the imagination. It was a glaive. And you can kind of see... Yeah, shut up. That's a glaive. That's not a halberd. Not really. The design isn't a halberd anyway, not to my knowledge. This is more of a halberd. That's also more of like an execution weapon. But that's not the point. I don't have enough dexterity to wield that guy anyway, so... But yeah, that was the last big bad before the end boss. So we are cruising here. Hello, Black Knight. Wow, okay. I didn't know he had a combo like that. Oof. Actually, I didn't know they had combos at all. Not really. I thought they had like 2 or 3 default swings and that was it. Alright, and then there's one other Black Knight. Right there. And you can see how much these guys scare me now. Early game, they scared me a lot, but they don't scare me a lot anymore. I know their timings. I know all that stuff. So this is very interesting as well. This is Firelink. This is just a previous form of Firelink. Coiled Sword Fragment. So basically that item is more or less a reusable version of a Homeward Bone. So what it does is... Wait a minute. This way. That's where I'm going. You use it... Oh, somebody is right at the tail end of the game and killing all the NPCs.
Well, fans, the lost lamb wandereth in. Well...
So she has Artorias's gear. I have no clue why, unless he was like us, and I don't think linked the fire because he's not, you know, a Lord of Cinder, but I don't really know, unless this is the Abyss and not the past. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why he would be here, but that's really all that's here. All that, to my knowledge, is here. Actually, there is one other thing that I know is here. I'm pretty sure. Yes, okay. So, Eyes of a Firekeeper. So this was obviously a Firekeeper, a previous Firekeeper. You can give the Firekeeper both, and it will change your ending. If I'm not mistaken. You have to give her her soul, or the eyes, then her soul, I think. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, there's not actually much around here. Not as much as you'd probably like, I guess. But we're going to go ahead and... Actually, we're just going to use the Coiled Sword Fragment real quick to kind of show off what it does. So that's the Soul of the Dancer. We got Champion Gundyr, we have the Nameless King, and we have the Soul of the Twin Princes, which, incidentally, honestly, is one of the... I mean, this is not, important, but it is one of the prettiest souls, in my personal opinion. It just is, and I'm not sure why. It's just the almost milkiness of the coloration to it. And that sounds like a very strange way to say that, but it very much looks... It doesn't look like yellow and bright, but it does. But it's just that very, like, flowy, I don't know, almost liquid but you know it's fire kind of thing. Like this, that's almost the same thing, but it's not. It's just a tad different because you still see ember, and this one is just, it's very elegant, which I think is very interesting. The design of that one little piece of art is super, super elegant and interesting.
Ah, and the black eyes that shimmer within, I see. 'Tis as if it were we did all we could to spare her from them. Much has happened since. Mayhap I should apprise thee of what the thin light of these eyes might reveal to the eyeless firekeeper. Scenes of betrayal, things never intended for her ken, visions of this age's end.
Huh. Very interesting. So we can't use that because of the dex requirement. Can't use those. Too much dex. All of their weapons have too much dex, except for that. But yeah, I don't want that. We are gonna take the Dragon Slayer Sword Spear. We're gonna take Gundir's Halberd. Oh, we can use Lorien's Greatsword, but I kind of want that, and I'm not sure why. We're just gonna take the weapons, the big weapons.
The eyes show a world destitute of fire, a barren plain of endless darkness, a place born of betrayal. So I willed myself, Lord, to link the fire, to paint a new vision. What is thine intent?
Huh.
Treat the fire.
That's very interesting, and we're going to talk about what he just said in the next part. But that was very... So I think that that the Firekeeper and that this hag over here are not they are not the only remnants of that darkened Firelink. He is also a remnant of that. Because he willed himself Lord to prevent what her eyes saw, which is the end of fire. Interesting. Ooh, I love that stuff. But yeah, we're going to end this part. It's actually probably going to be the end of the session because the next chunk of the session is going to be the end of the game. So we're going to do all that in just one big chunk, one big part. So yeah, I will catch all of you guys in hopefully the finale of Dark Souls 3, and we will be on to another game. Probably in the interim of picking another game, I will do some No Man's Sky just for you guys. See creatures and see a couple little, planets and such and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, if you guys liked, go ahead and click the like button. If you guys really enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe for more content, and give me some feedback if you'd like. I really appreciate it, guys. All right, have a good one, and I will see all of you lovely ladies and gentlemen in the finale of Dark Souls 3. Bye-bye, guys.